You don't have to eat candy or drink soda to spike your glucose. Glucose spikes happen all the time, even with foods that look healthy on paper. And if you're trying to lose fat, balance your hormones, or reduce your cravings, this is something that you need to understand. Welcome back to the Glucose Diaries. I'm Stephanie, and today we're talking about something I wish I had learned years ago. Because, like most people, I thought that glucose spikes were only caused by sugar. Obvious, right? I mean, like candy, cookies, juice, soda, that makes sense. But the truth is, glucose spikes happen all the time, even with foods that look healthy on paper. And if you're trying to lose fat, balance your hormones, or reduce your cravings, this is something that you need to understand. So let's get into it. So today we're diving into the real culprits behind glucose spikes and how to flatten those spikes without cutting everything out. Let's start with a quick refresher. When you eat, especially carbs and sugar, your blood sugar rises. That rise triggers your pancreas to release insulin to come in and clear out that sugar from your bloodstream. And if you've been listening to the show, you already know that frequent spikes in your blood sugar lead to elevated insulin, which keeps you stuck in fat storage mode. But here's what most people miss. You don't have to eat candy or drink soda to spike your glucose. Let me give you a few examples. A bowl of oatmeal with banana and honey, that can spike your blood sugar just as high or even higher than a freaking donut. A green smoothie with fruit, coconut water, and a little protein powder sounds healthy, but depending on the ingredients, that can be a sugar bomb too. Even healthy snacks like granola bars, rice cakes, acai bowls, or fruit only smoothies, they're all mostly carbs. And when they hit your system without protein, fiber, or fat to slow them down, you get a rapid spike and then a crash. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Things like liquid carbs, like juice, milk, and even oat milk, they spike your blood sugar faster than solid foods. Why is that? Because they digest faster. There's no fiber to slow the release of glucose, so your body has to respond really quickly, which means more insulin, more crash, more cravings. You know what else can spike your glucose? Stress. Yep. Stress raises cortisol, which triggers your liver to release stored glucose, even if you haven't eaten anything. Poor sleep can do the same thing. So one night of bad sleep and your glucose levels could be elevated the entire next day. That means that even your usual meals can cause higher spikes than normal. And here's the kicker. Even if you eat the exact same thing 2 days in a row, your glucose response can be totally different based on your stress, sleep, cycle, or what you ate earlier that day. Crazy, right? But don't worry. I'm not here to take away your food. I'm here to help you outsmart the spikes. So here are 3 ways to flatten your glucose response without giving up the foods that you love. First, eat in the right order. Start your meal with fiber, protein, or fats before your carbs/sugar. This one change can reduce your glucose spike by up to 75%. Second, walk after meals. I know we've talked about this before. Even a 10-minute walk helps your muscles absorb glucose without needing as much insulin. This one's free and super effective. If you throw on a weighted vest, even better. And if you can't walk, maybe you're on an airplane or something like that, do air squats. Those big leg muscles recruiting will soak up more glucose. Third, never eat carbs alone. That means no naked carbs. Always pair them with a protein or fat to slow the release of glucose. Even adding a handful of nuts with your apple can make a huge difference. You don't have to obsess or overhaul your entire routine. You just need to learn how your body works so you can work with it and not against it. If you've ever said, I eat healthy, but I'm still tired, bloated, or gaining weight, this might be the missing piece for you. If you want a simple cheat sheet to figure out if insulin resistance is behind your symptoms, download my free checklist at theglucosediaries.com/checklist. I'll put it in the show notes as well. And make sure to follow the show, send this episode to a friend who may need to hear it too. And a quick reminder before I go, I am not a doctor and nothing on this show is intended to diagnose, treat, or provide medical advice. Always consult your physician before making health changes. But if you've been told you're fine and you still feel off, this show is here to help you feel seen, informed, and back in control. Thanks for listening to the Glucose Diaries, and I'll see you next time.